In a world filled with noise, the power of silence is often underestimated. Stoicism teaches that silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a tool for wisdom, self-control, and inner peace. Knowing when to hold your tongue can save you from unnecessary conflict, preserve your dignity, and help you make better decisions. Here are 9 situations where silence isn't just golden, it's essential. When you're angry, silence becomes your most powerful ally, a shield against the destruction that unrestrained emotions can unleash. Anger, by its very nature, is a volatile force. It clouds judgment, distorts perception, and often compels us to speak words we later regret. In the heat of the moment, our instinct is to react, to let the anger spill out in a torrent of accusations, blame, or harshness. But this reaction often leads to unnecessary conflict and deepens wounds that may have otherwise healed with time and understanding. Silence, on the other hand, creates space. It gives you the opportunity to pause, to breathe, and to reflect on what is truly worth saying and what is better left unsaid. It allows the surge of emotions to subside, creating room for rational thought to return and guide your actions. Think of silence as a momentary retreat, not a surrender but a strategic withdrawal to gather your strength and clarity. It's during this pause that you can ask yourself important questions. What is the source of my anger? Is it worth expressing in this moment, or will it lead to more harm than good? Is my anger truly directed at the situation at hand, or am I projecting unresolved frustrations onto someone who doesn't deserve it? Silence also serves as a mirror, reflecting back to you the raw energy of your emotions, helping you understand and channel them constructively. It prevents you from escalating the situation, which often happens when anger meets anger, creating a vicious cycle of conflict. Instead, silence acts as a buffer, a barrier that prevents the flames of anger from spreading uncontrollably. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about managing them with wisdom and restraint. Silence communicates that you value the relationship or the situation enough to approach it with care, even if it means holding back temporarily. It shows strength, not weakness, because it takes far more control to remain silent in anger than to lash out impulsively. Silence also gives others the chance to reflect, to calm their own emotions, and to approach the situation with a clearer mind. In the end, silence is not an absence of action, but a deliberate choice, a disciplined response that prioritizes long-term harmony over short-term release. It's an act of self-respect and respect for others, a reminder that your words carry weight and should be wielded with care, especially when fueled by anger. By staying silent when you're angry, you don't just avoid saying something you might regret. You demonstrate mastery over your emotions, a quality that not only aligns with the principles of Stoicism, but also fosters healthier, more constructive interactions in every aspect of life. When you lack the facts, staying silent becomes an act of wisdom and restraint, a conscious choice to avoid the pitfalls of assumption and misinformation. Speaking without a full understanding of the situation often leads to unnecessary confusion, damaged credibility, and unintended consequences. Silence, in this context, is not a sign of ignorance but of intellectual humility and self-awareness. It creates a space for curiosity to flourish, allowing you to seek clarity rather than projecting assumptions or jumping to conclusions. When you refrain from speaking, you give yourself the opportunity to observe, to listen, and to gather the information necessary to form a well-rounded perspective. It's in this silence that true learning happens, as you open yourself to the viewpoints of others, the nuances of the situation, and the subtle details that might otherwise go unnoticed in the rush to voice an opinion. Staying silent when you lack the facts also demonstrates respect for the complexity of the matter at hand. Not all situations are straightforward, and silence acknowledges that understanding takes time. It shows that you value accuracy over haste, and that you're willing to pause and reflect rather than risk spreading falsehoods or misleading others. This approach not only safeguards your integrity, but also builds trust with those around you. People respect those who admit when they don't know something, and who prioritize truth over the need to appear knowledgeable. Furthermore, silence protects you from the trap of emotional reactivity. When faced with uncertainty, it's easy to let fear, frustration, or pride drive your words. But silence gives you the chance to process your emotions, to separate them from the facts, and to approach the situation with a clear and balanced mind. It's a form of self-discipline that prevents impulsive remarks and ensures that when you do speak, your words are measured and meaningful. In professional and personal settings alike, staying silent when you lack the facts can prevent unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings. It sets the stage for constructive dialogue, where questions take precedence over statements and curiosity replaces judgment. It's a reminder that communication isn't just about speaking, but also about listening and learning. Silence in these moments becomes a tool for growth, a way to expand your knowledge and deepen your understanding. By choosing silence when you lack the facts, you align yourself with the Stoic principle of valuing reason over impulse, wisdom over ego. It's a choice that elevates your character, strengthens your relationships, and allows you to navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and purpose. When you're about to criticize, staying silent can often be the most constructive and compassionate choice, allowing you the time and space to evaluate whether your words will build up or tear down. Criticism, even when intended to be helpful, can easily be misinterpreted or poorly received, especially if delivered impulsively or without thoughtful consideration. Silence in such moments gives you the opportunity to assess your intentions. Are you speaking out of frustration, pride, or a genuine desire to help? It also allows you to consider the potential impact of your words on the other person. Criticism can sting, even when it's meant to be constructive, and a poorly timed or harshly worded critique can damage relationships, undermine confidence, and create unnecessary conflict. By staying silent, you give yourself the chance to reflect on whether your input is necessary, whether it's the right time and place, and whether your words are likely to lead to improvement or simply to hurt feelings. Silence also gives you the opportunity to reframe your thoughts, turning potential criticism into encouragement or constructive feedback. Instead of pointing out flaws or mistakes, you can focus on offering solutions, highlighting strengths, and fostering a collaborative approach to problem solving. This shift not only makes your feedback more effective, but also strengthens trust and mutual respect. Moreover, silence demonstrates emotional intelligence and self-control. It shows that you're willing to pause, to think before you speak, and to prioritize the well-being of others over the impulse to voice every critical thought. In some cases, silence itself can be a form of non-verbal communication, signaling understanding, patience, or support without the need for words. It's important to remember that not every situation calls for criticism, and silence can often be more impactful than spoken words. It allows others to learn and grow at their own pace, without the pressure of external judgment. By choosing silence in moments of potential criticism, you embody the Stoic principle of valuing wisdom and virtue over impulsive action. You create space for empathy, understanding, and growth, both for yourself and for those around you. And you strengthen your ability to communicate with intention and care. When you're in the presence of gossip, staying is a profound act of integrity and self-respect. A conscious decision to rise above the negativity and refuse to fuel a cycle that can harm others and tarnish your own character. Gossip, by its very nature, thrives on participation, the sharing of private information about others, often with the intention of entertaining, belittling, or judging. Choosing silence in such moments isn't always easy. The urge to join in, to contribute your own opinions or anecdotes, can be strong. But silence gives you the power to disrupt this cycle, to be a quiet force of integrity in an environment that might otherwise descend into toxicity. By refusing to engage, you not only protect the person being discussed, but also maintain your own moral standing. Gossip has a way of reflecting poorly on those who partake in it, often revealing insecurity, envy, or a lack of emotional maturity. Staying silent, therefore, becomes a statement of self-respect and emotional intelligence. It's a recognition that your words hold power and should not be used to harm, even indirectly. Silence in the face of gossip also sets a boundary, signaling to others that you do not condone or support such behavior. Over time, your consistent refusal to engage can inspire their own participation, fostering a more respectful and positive atmosphere. Additionally, silence creates space for introspection, allowing you to question the motivations behind the gossip and the impact it might have if left unchecked. You might ask yourself, is this discussion fair to the person being talked about? Would I say these things if they were present? By staying silent, you uphold the Stoic principle of focusing on what is virtuous and within your control, your own actions and words. Silence also provides an opportunity to reorient the conversation, steering it toward more constructive or meaningful topics. This not only diffuses the negativity but also reinforces your role as someone who values kindness, respect, and growth over fleeting entertainment. In the end, silence in the presence of gossip is a testament to your strength of character and your commitment to living a life guided by principles rather than impulses. It's a choice to elevate the conversation, to protect the reputations of others, and to cultivate an environment of trust and respect, both for yourself and for those around you. When you're in the presence of gossip, staying is a profound act of integrity and self-respect. A conscious decision to rise above the negativity and refuse to fuel a cycle that can harm others and tarnish your own character. Gossip, by its very nature, thrives on participation, the sharing of private information about others, often with the intention of entertaining, belittling, or judging. Choosing silence in such moments isn't always easy. The urge to join in, to contribute your own opinions or anecdotes, can be strong. But silence gives you the power to disrupt this cycle, to be a quiet force of integrity in an environment that might otherwise descend into toxicity. By refusing to engage, you not only protect the person being discussed, but also maintain your own moral standing. Gossip has a way of reflecting poorly on those who partake in it, often revealing insecurity, envy, or a lack of emotional maturity. Staying silent, therefore, becomes a statement of self-respect and emotional intelligence. It's a recognition that your words hold power and should not be used to harm, even indirectly. Silence in the face of gossip also sets a boundary, signaling to others that you do not condone or support such behavior. Over time, your consistent refusal to engage can inspire their own participation, fostering a more respectful and positive atmosphere. Additionally, silence creates space for introspection, allowing you to question the motivations behind the gossip and the impact it might have if left unchecked. You might ask yourself, is this discussion fair to the person being talked about? Would I say these things if they were present? By staying silent, you uphold the Stoic principle of focusing on what is virtuous and within your control, your own actions and words. Silence also provides an opportunity to reorient the conversation, steering it toward more constructive or meaningful topics. This not only diffuses the negativity but also reinforces your role as someone who values kindness, respect, and growth over fleeting entertainment. In the end, silence in the presence of gossip is a testament to your strength of character and your commitment to living a life guided by principles rather than impulses. It's a choice to elevate the conversation, to protect the reputations of others, and to cultivate an environment of trust and respect, both for yourself and for those around you. When words won't help, silence becomes the purest form of communication, a profound gesture that acknowledges the limits of language and the depth of human connection. There are moments in life, such as times of profound grief, loss, or overwhelming emotion, when no combination of words can truly capture the gravity of the situation or bring comfort to someone's pain. In these moments, silence speaks louder than any attempt to fill with platitudes or well-meaning but insufficient expressions. Choosing to remain silent shows that you understand of what they are experiencing and that you respect their need for space, presence, and authenticity. It's an act of humility, recognizing that no words can fix what is broken, and that sometimes simply being there is the greatest support you can offer. Silence allows the person to feel your presence or to respond or explain. It creates a sacred space where emotions can flow freely, unburdened by the expectations or limitation of conversation. Your silence tells them, "I'm here with you," a message far more powerful and meaningful than any attempt to provide answers or solutions. In these moments, a gentle touch, a warm embrace, or simply sitting quietly communicate more love and compassion than words ever could. Silence also offers the other person the opportunity to process their emotions on their own terms, to sit with their feelings without interruption or distraction. It's a way of honoring their journey, their pain and their strength. For you, it's a practice in restraint and presence, an exercise in holding space without the need to fix, explain, or resolve. This kind of silence is an active choice, a deliberate act of connection that requires deep empathy and mindfulness. It's about letting go of the need to do, or instead embracing the power of simply being. Silence in these situations isn't emptiness, it's fullness. It's the quiet assurance that sometimes the most profound comfort lies not in the words we say, but in the silence we share. When confronted by provocation, choosing the most profound acts of strength and self-control, allowing you to rise above the situation and your main dignity while diffusing potential conflict. Provocation often comes from a place of insecurity, anger, or the desire to assert dominance, and responding impulsively only feeds the fire, escalating tensions and dragging you into unnecessary disputes. Silence, however, acts as a shield, protecting you from the immediate emotion provocation and giving you the time and space to assess the situation with a calm and clear mind. By refusing to engage, you deny the provocateur the reaction they are seeking and demonstrate that their attempts to unsettle you are ineffective. This response not only frustrates, but also reinforces your own sense of control, sometimes showing that you are not governed by external proofs but by your own inner discipline. Silence in the face of provocation also serves as a nonverbal statement, communicating restraint, confidence, and wisdom. It conveys that you value your peace and you agree moments of emotional release or confrontation. Furthermore, remaining silent allows you to observe and analyze the provocateur's motives, helping you to respond, if necessary, in a way that is measured and purposeful rather than reactive and impulsive. This approach aligns with the Stoic print, focusing on what you can control, your own actions and emotions, while letting go of what lies outside your influence, such as the behavior of others. Silence also provides an opportunity to de-escalate the situation, giving both parties a chance to cool down before the interaction spirals into something more damaging. In many cases, silence can disarm the provocateur, as they realize their attempts to provoke a reaction have failed. This act of non-engagement not only preserves, but also sets a powerful example for others, demonstrating the value of self-restraint and emotional intelligence in moments of tension. By choosing silence, you protect your energy, maintain your focus, and uphold your principles, ensuring that when you choose to, from a place of strength and clarity rather than one of emotional volatility. Ultimately, silence in the face of provocation is not a retreat but a conscious and deliberate act of empowerment, a choice to prioritize your values and well-being over the fleeting satisfaction of confrontation. When listening to wisdom, silence becomes your most valuable tool, a conscious choice to fully absorb the inside, be distraction of your own thoughts or the need to interject. True wisdom often comes from those with experience, knowledge, and perspective that surpasses your own, and to fully benefit from it, you must create a space of openness and humility within yourself. Speaking too quickly or interrupting can not lead to the flow of their wisdom, but also prevent you from understanding the depth and nuance of their message. Silence, on the other hand, allows you to focus on their words, their tone, and even their unspoken emotions, enriching your understanding far beyond this level. This active listening demonstrates respect and gratitude, acknowledging the value of their time and the guidance. in a world that often prioritizes talking over listening. Choosing silence when wisdom is beard sets apart as someone who is genuinely invested in growth and learning. It shows that you are not seeking to compete or prove yourself, but are instead willing to be a student of life, eager to learn from the experiences of others. This silence is not passive, it requires discipline and attention, as your mind may naturally want to wander or prepare a response. By staying present and fully engaged, you signal that you recognize the importance of what is being shared and that you are ready to integrate it into your own journey. Furthermore, listening in silence gives you the opportunity to reflect on how the wisdom aligns with your own values and challenges. It enables you to process the information in a way that fosters deeper understanding and practical application. Silence also invites the speaker to share more, as your attentiveness creates a safe and anchored environment for them to elaborate and share openly. By choosing silence when listening to wisdom, you not only honor the speaker, but also cultivate your own character, reinforcing the Stoic principle of valuing knowledge and self-improvement over ego and impulse. In these moments, your silence becomes a bridge to greater clarity, a testament to your willingness to grow, and a reminder that sometimes the most profound growth comes not from speaking, but from truly hearing.